Okay, we're on Eruvin, Perek Zayin, Mishnah Zayin. We're continuing to talk about how you make a shituf mevo'ot, or an eruv chatzerot, as we're going to see. So let's in this case, we're actually going to talk about the quantity of food that you have to have. But it's all based on the next Mishnah that we're going to see, how much you have to have. But assume you have to have a certain amount of quantity for now, and then the Mishnah wonders, what if you're eating the eruv? Remember, you took the eruv, you have an eruv chatzerot, you took the bread, and you put it in, you put it in, or a shituf mavot. You took it, you did what you were supposed to do, you took your barrel of figs or whatever, and you put it in somebody's house, you're a mezaka up for everybody, but as Shabbat goes along, you're eating the figs. So now, as you eat them, okay, that you are now under the minimum of food that you have to have for the shituf to work. Says the Mishnah, Mosif umizakeh, you can continue to add umizakeh, and you do the zikui on the behalf of these people, of the people of the mavui. And you don't have to tell them, to make them aware of the zikui. Let's look at the Bartunura for a second. If you come to add, then afilu mimin acher, I've got figs and I want to add pickles. Even if it's another min, she'eno mimin hashituf harishon, it's not from the original species or kind of food. Mosif umizakeh, you can continue to add, and mizakeh, you accept it on their behalf. And you don't have to tell them. Now, I want to share with you, instead of reading the rest of the Bartunura, I'm just going to show you a chart that I made, because it's a little bit confusing. So, the question is, when do I have to tell people? When do we have to be modia to tell them that I'm being mizakeh on their behalf? So, the Bartunura says, and we'll go back to the chart in a second, okay? You don't have to tell them. Why? Since some is left from the original food, it doesn't look like you're making a new eruv, and as long as it doesn't look like you're making a new eruv, okay, then you don't have to tell them. So therefore, if there's nishar ocha me'eruv, whether it's me'oto amin, so like I'm almost out of figs, I want to add figs. Sure, I don't have to tell them. Even if I'm adding pickles now, a mosiv umizakeh, the Bartunura says, and I don't have to. This small print is from the Bartunura, and I don't have to tell anyone since nishar ksat, since there's food, even if I'm adding a new min. But what happens if there's no food left, no nishar? So if it's me'oto min, I ate up all the figs. Oh no, we ate up the whole eruv. We ate up the whole shituf, not eruv, shituf. Mevi me'oto min, then you don't have to be modia, because you're saying bring it from the same min. The only case where you have to be modian is if there's no food left, min acher. This is based on the Gemara and on the Kahati's explanation. So the Gemara says, if you add mishelo, if I'm adding from my own food, in that case, ein tzarich lode, I don't have to tell them. But if it's mishel b'nei amavui, if other people are adding from a new min, then tzarich lohodiyam, I have to tell them, I have to make them aware, because otherwise it looks like I'm making a new eruv. That's what the Gemara says. The Mishnah continues, nitosfu alehem. Let's say now I made for the people in the mavui. And we're going to see that this chart is, this picture is not accurate. I have people, and more people came into the mavui afterwards. Mosif umizakeh. Okay, I have to be adding on and mizakeh. I have to be mizakeh. Vitzari, I have to be mizakeh. I have to accept it on their behalf. Vitzarich lehodia, and I have to tell them. Why do I have to tell them? In which case do I have to tell them? The Bartunura says, Davka bizman. This is based on Rashi and the Gemara. Davka bizman sheyesh v'chatzer shnei ptachim l'shnei mevo'ot. This is only a very specific case that I have to tell the people that are added on. Why? He says the following. This is the case where there's this chatzer. I'm in a chatzer, and there's a mavui in this one, and a mavui on this side. Okay, so now, okay, this guy made a mavui here in this chatzer, and they have the mavui for everyone in this chatzer in this mavui, and now more people came in. Okay, more people came into this chatzer that opens to this side and opens to that side. Okay, why? When you make an eruv with one mavui, you can't cheat, you can't do two mavoot. The fikach, therefore, tzarich lo'odia, you have to tell these people, Dilma lo nechebuhu liknot beruach zo, ulaniach beruach shekenegda. Right? I made an eruv, I made a shituf for all the people in this mavui, all these people. So when more people come to the chatzer, when they're added on, so maybe they want to go in this direction, maybe they don't want to go in this direction, maybe they need to carry because they're having lunch over here. So you have to tell them, sarich lo'odia, because they have to decide which mavui they want to participate in. But if in the chatzer there's only one petach, then you don't have to tell them. Why? Because there's a rule, zachin la'adam shelo b'fanav. You can do a zocha, I can accept them on your behalf. that's a zechia. I can benefit for you even if you don't know about it. Okay? And therefore, in our case of this mavoi, like I made a shituf mavot, and then more people come in over here, I don't have to tell them, because I was zocheh on their behalf. My zechia is for them. I don't have to let them know that I made for them an eruv. They don't all have to know specifically, even if they came later. Now, I just want to add, I'm almost sure, okay, that we're talking about, the Tosot Yom Tov says, Me'erev Shabbat, Hasheni. Oh, interesting. Okay, we're talking about, like, I made an eruv, I made the shituf, right? And it's good for months, good for weeks and months. We only usually do an eruv once a year. So, and we usually make it out of matzah because it lasts the whole year. But if they made it out of bread, they would eat it. Okay, so do I have to make a new eruv? The answer is it depends if there's anything left. Because on Shabbat, you can't do any of the zechiyah, it's kinyanim. So therefore, the Tosot Yom Tov explains clearly, okay, that we're talking about a case where I have an eruv and I want to keep it going from week to week. So if the food is being taken out, then how do I add? Do I have to add and do a new zikui, or can I rely on the old one? We'll stop here. As always, if you have comments or questions, email me and we'll dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, of Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a great day.